Welcome viewer. In this video we will explain the Gamer Moments Iceberg, which has become a monument to the surprisingly long history of gaming. Like any good game, this image is separated into levels that get increasingly more obscure as you descend. Grab a glass of water or anything else you might need, and let's get started. Level 1. Sky. These are mostly things that are widely known in the gaming community. You should probably skip this section to get to the good stuff. The Sundial Incident. For those who don't know, the Sundial Incident involved popular Twitch streamer TheRoguePixel, and eventually led to the circumstances under which all 14 members of the esports team Providence went missing or were killed. TheRoguePixel has refused to speak about the incident on stream, but eagle-eyed viewers were able to notice that he had a wicked countenance about him in the weeks following. Yoshi's Island. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island is a 1995 platform game developed and published by Nintendo. The player controls Yoshi the dinosaur on a quest to reunite baby Mario with his brother Luigi, who has been kidnapped by the Kamek. Corpse Gaming Analogy. This image began circulating the internet in March 2018. It was originally posted to r/gaming by Reddit user Dire Koopa and depicts an unidentified corpse that has been accurately labeled with advanced gaming terminology. Other users were quick to point out that this was a flawless analogy for gaming as a whole, and the corpse quickly went viral. Though the shock value of this image has long since worn off, it remains a chilling and informative piece of gaming history. A Utopia for Gamers. On January 17, 2012, the Utopia Gaming Project was announced by the Knockout Gaming Group. It aimed to create a perfect utopia where a gamer would not want for anything beyond playing one more level. By 2014, the public was growing restless that no news had come out about the project, and it was leaked that the director, Mario Howard, had contracted a wasting disease and could no longer move from his bed. He passed away later that year. In 2015, it was announced that the project was to be continued under a new director. Oddly enough, this new director contracted the same disease, but was replaced by a body double so as to keep up morale. In 2020, tragedy struck. It was the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, and work was finishing up on Titan, the largest controller ever built and the centerpiece of the Utopia. Due to a faulty weld, the ceiling of the warehouse collapsed and killed 115 workers and 24 Knockout Gaming executives. In 2021, the Knockout Gaming Group promised a refreshing new take on the Utopia for Gamers under the supervision of 17-year-old boy genius Ryan Rock'em Sock'em DeLewis. No news has come out about the project since then, so all we gamers can do is hope for a day where we can live without conflict or desire.
Level 2. Water. This level contains a few gaming community deep cuts. If you're an avid message board browser, or should I say Bowser, you're probably well acquainted with the items and events discussed herein. However, if you're still a noob and don't know about this stuff, then I say to you, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this! The Beard Bros ripped files. A black hat hacker doing a data dive into the Beard Bros' smash hit 2018 release Beard Bros Adventure series Adventure in the Sand discovered a locked file not mentioned anywhere in the game's code. Once he de-encrypted it, he discovered it was full of instructions for rapid hair/fingernail growth. Although the Beard Bros have claimed this was simply a side effect of the AI assistant they used on the game going rogue, a few internet sleuths decided to try the methods for themselves. The results were astonishing! Fingers to God in RantWard Series 7. Over the past few months, as the long-anticipated 7th edition to the RantWard mythos was released to the public for the first time, certain eagle-eyed viewers were able to catch some strange symbols that might point to something more arcane. A monster can carefully shaped into an arrow, RantWard's mom visible pointing upward in the background, a pyramid of food, and much more. All this shows the interference of something divine in RantWard's works. On multiple occasions, fans have alerted RantWard about these findings. In response, he takes all of his videos down only to re-upload them 3 days later with no changes. The Locust Situation. Oh my god! You guys dealing with this? You seeing this? Deception's banned rant. Due to his uniquely brash and unapologetic personality, people have come to associate Deception with his epic rants that don't hold back. However, there was a time where Deception infamously flew too close to the sun. About halfway through one of Deception's usual Saturday Awesome streams, a viewer sent in a donation asking about Deception's mom. This seemed to tick the streamer off, and his audience waited in anticipation for Deception to cut loose. He did not disappoint. He began cursing violently. He claimed that his mother had recently removed a favorite Sonic figure of his from his room without his permission and hid it on purpose. However, just when he was getting going, a female figure opened the door behind him. Viewers quickly realized that it was Deception's very own mother, and she did not take his antics lightly. She silenced him by loudly exclaiming that he smelled really bad, and that his smell was so bad that it was making the whole house smelly. Deception quickly ended stream, but his mother still logged onto her computer and banned it because she was angry.
Level 3, The Depths. The moments in this tier will shock and surprise you. In the words of Mario, let's just jump into it. Secret design on Pharaoh's headdress. On April 16th, 2018, a fan of the Twitch streamer Pharaoh Gameplays made a donation in chat with the following message. Pharaoh, what's that big spiral thing in your headdress mean? Enjoying the stream so far, thanks for the laughs. Witnesses who experienced that April stream reported that Pharaoh Gameplays started to read the message, but quickly cut himself off and refused to speak for the rest of the day, resulting in an outcry from bored fans. 2 weeks later, the gaming journal IGN posted an article titled The Evil of Pharaoh Gameplays, pointing out the connection between the spiral symbol on his headdress and the disbanded esports team Nero Gaming, which had fallen into controversy a year before when several of its members were arrested for murder. The leader of Nero Gaming, Oliver Quint, was scheduled for execution on the day the IGN article came out. Before being put in front of a firing squad, he spoke his final words, which only made fans more suspicious of Pharaoh's connections to Nero Gaming. Pharaoh Gameplays made me do it. He has some kind of strange power over other people. He'll walk into a room and you'll forget what's real and what's a game. You should all be very, very afraid. Pharaoh finally broke his silence on May 5th, 2018. He posted this to his Twitter account. Anybody who messaged me about Nero Gaming is banned. Yes, I put their symbol on my headdress. So what? I did it because I could. Everybody who's been yelling at me these past months can go to hell. Oliver Quint is dead, so who cares if I had his damn symbol on my headdress? I did it because it was funny. End of story. And by the way, I own a gun. Not that I'd ever use it, but if one of you punks ever comes near my house asking any dumb questions, I will shoot you where you stand. Let that be a formal warning. Nintendo's Hidden Yoshi Projects. In his video, saying Konnichiwa to Nintendo headquarters, YouTuber Deception details his visit to Kyoto, Japan, and specifically his tour of the Nintendo HQ offices. The video details the many positives of his experience, like seeing the gaming production lines and meeting Mario and Luigi. Things only began to get strange in the negatives portion of the video. Deception describes his experience of the elevator breaking down as power was pulled from the building. Apparently, all employees were informed of this and it was a regular outage, but nobody had thought to tell the visiting YouTuber. His elevator plummeted at nearly lethal speeds, past the lobby, past the basement, to the very bottom. The Japanese display read, as he later found out, "The Vault." What he saw soured the rest of his trip. Dusty cartridges piled in an abandoned room. Yoshi's Island 2, the official sequel. Yoshi's Island 3, Yoshi's Island 4, 5, 6, and 7, all fully functional games with finalized artwork on the label. As a lifelong Yoshi fan, Deception was heartbroken. Why had Nintendo prevented what could have been? Deception later went on the Yoshi Hour with Green Egg Productions to further detail his findings. All recordings of the episode were scrubbed from the internet by Nintendo's lawyers, so we may never know the true extent of what Deception uncovered. Beard Bro's Real Age. The Beard Bros' age is a subject of constant speculation in their community. As beloved as they are, their personal information has never been released. Although based on appearance, many argue that they must be in their late 20s or early 30s. There have been some incidents that contradict that hypothesis. Beard Bros' adventure series, Adventure in the Sewer, features multiple references to the Nixon campaign, despite taking place in the modern day, and even features a cheat code that rewards players if they voted for the 1968 Republican. The Beard Bros have also demonstrated a lack of proficiency with modern technology. When Microsoft sent them an Xbox One as part of a promotion deal, the duo panicked and called a bomb squad, and when told by authorities that it was just a video game console, they repeatedly shouted, "I don't know what the hell that is." When a 20-year-old video of the Beard Bros was uncovered, fans were quick to notice that their appearance was nearly identical. They didn't seem to have aged at all. After some feared that the debate about the age of the Beard Bros would tear the community apart, die-hard fans developed the oft-repeated slogan, "Young or old, we'll still watch 'em," which united the fan base around a common good, and the Beard Bros age controversy faded into obscurity. How to speak like a Jamaican. Speaking Jamaican is very easy if you can do a British accent. To speak Jamaican, you must say beer can in a British accent.
You've reached the abyss. Here is where some of the most terrifying loot drops of gaming facts touch down. So buckle up and prepare to get addicted to how awesomely scary these legendary nuggets of knowledge truly are. I am being followed. Earlier today, my friend Trevin Buckle asked me if I wanted to hang out after work. I politely declined, informing him that I had to finish a killer video about gaming mysteries for my fans. Wink! He had an autistic meltdown in front of everyone. I quickly had to stuff his mouth with pizza because he was being so damn loud, bitching about how I am always awful to him and that I tell people in the office that he faked the bruises in his domestic violence case against his weird wife. I left as quickly as I could, but all the way back home I kept running into drool puddles at conveniently Trevin Buckle-shaped hideaways that he must have been using to watch me. In fact, before I logged in and began work on this video, I saw that someone had typed a single character into my password box. He's clearly been in my house, and tried to screw with my online rep. He could have gotten access to my games library, or worse, deleted my precious email from Gabe Newell. So, if you're watching this, Trevin, I am seriously going to beat your ass at work tomorrow. I will lay you out on the ground in front of everyone, and I won't even break a sweat. I've been training on fight simulators. Sasquatch seen in multiple games. You might know him from Grand Theft Auto 5 or Beard Bros' adventure series Adventure in the Old Forest, but did you know that Sasquatch's terrible visage has appeared in multiple other games? How would you? It's deliberately kept a secret. The game development community is vastly secretive and contains many strange rituals meant to be a signal to other devs. One of the rare few of these that have been discovered by a small sect of gaming fanatics is the inclusion of Sasquatch. Whether it be hidden in a texture or buried deep within game files, the iconic first photo ever taken of Bigfoot titled, "I got a photo of Bigfoot," has appeared in almost every AAA release since 2002. The reasons for this are not entirely known, but popular theory is that the man responsible for the photo, Roop Forrester, was good friends with some of the very first game devs, and probably asked them to put the photo in their games as a favor. Interviews with Roop and various other popular developers, however, have proved fruitless. At the mention of Sasquatch, their answers become elusive and they make cryptic hand gestures, which is fucking annoying. Update. Roop Forrester was declared dead by asphyxiation on an oatmeal lump this morning. His ashes are to be distributed on Bigfoot's corpse when it is found and killed. Make sure you like and leave a comment commemorating this absolute legend. Real Mario in hiding. Photographs supposedly of Mario have been surfacing on the internet for the past 15 years, but is there any truth to them? In 2011, a full-scale investigation by a team of Nintendo PIs was launched into the validity of a grainy black and white photo of Mario in a trash bin. Supposedly taken in Beijing, the photo depicts gaming's favorite mascot in a sorrowful state. Flecks of gruel are visible in his iconic mustache, some of his hair is missing, and his swollen eyes stare into the camera with a look experts have described as disturbingly apathetic. Most unsettling, though, is that the initial M on his hat has been flipped upside down, a common symbol signaling distress in the gaming sphere. 5 years later, the investigation concluded that Mario was in fact not real, and as such, any photograph of him in the real world couldn't be possible. EA Games' sacrifice. It is no secret that EA Games owes its success solely to Loeb. Multiple references in their games and news media confirm this. That's no big gaming secret, but an unsettling theory paints a more sinister image of Loeb's influence. Remember the FIFA Green Ticket campaign? If you grew up in the 2010s, there was no avoiding it. A nationwide marketing tactic promising one lucky FIFA gamer would be rewarded with a tour of the EA Games Central facility and a 5-minute meeting with a digital reproduction of the famous Argentinian soccer player Messi. This had buyers squealing. Lines around the block for the newest FIFA release were a common occurrence for the duration of the campaign. Tensions were high while the public waited for the winner to be announced. Hundreds of burner YouTube accounts were created to speculate who might have gotten the ticket based on population distributions across the country. So it was a surprise that when the ticket was actually found, the official announcement revealing the winner was curt and difficult to find. Posted on a discreet EA Games side website was a short description of the winner stating, "Brian DeLoach from the town of Milch, Missouri won. He had a nice time. Good job buying FIFA." Accompanying this announcement was a photo of the smiling chap. A statement from his family claims that he looks noticeably different than he ever had before in the photo, and that he acted oddly once he returned from the EA Games facility. Even stranger was the fact that EA Games' stock price skyrocketed after this event, and their reputation has never been better since. Digital detectives are trying to put together a case that EA Games sacrificed part of Brian's precious personality or memories to sell more games. However, with evidence so scarce, it's anyone's guess as to whether the true story will come to light.
Level 5, Hell. Turn back now, casual gaming fans, because the mysteries and factoids in this level are not for the faint of heart. Prehistoric esports team. Our conception of history begins only about 5,000 years ago. Before that, it is difficult to determine any facts about the gaming community. For some perspective, Mario was born in 1983 AD, whereas prehistory would have ended around 2976 BC. Despite this, some esports teams claim to trace their lineage back to antiquity. One such team, Ironsight, actually has some substantial evidence for that claim. The Morocco River headset, a fossil dated to be nearly 100,000 years old, was uncovered in 2018, forcing paleontologists to consider the existence of competitive gaming even that far back. The discovery doesn't end there. Experts were able to map out an inscription on the fossil, and while it's hard to make out the symbol's original appearance, it bears an uncanny resemblance to Ironsight's iconic double gun insignia. Pharaoh Gameplay's alternate accounts.
This one is so obscure that I almost forgot to explain it. Pharaoh Gameplays is said to have thousands of personal alternate accounts he uses to covertly control his community. Members of the Pharaoh Gameplays subreddit have described feelings of constantly being watched and of a growing distrust in reality. There is no way to determine which accounts belong to the streamer, but there is a popular theory that each of his accounts have an Eye of Ra hidden somewhere in the profile picture.
Deception is a failed clone of the Beard Bros. On February 19th, 2012, the Beard Bros uploaded a video titled New Beard Bro Incoming. It quickly became the most watched video on their channel, with over 100 million views. 1 month later, the video was taken down. The fans were disappointed, but the memory of the video eventually faded. In 2015, 3 years later, Deception created his channel and began to surge in popularity. From his honest reviews and savage takedowns to his vlogs and gameplay commentary, Deception seemed too big to fail. Over time, eagle-eyed viewers began to notice something. Deception looked shockingly similar to the Beard Bros. Fans photoshopped a beard onto his clean-shaven face, and they looked identical. At first, fans speculated that Deception was intended to be the third Beard Bro. But that couldn't be. Deception wasn't nearly as charming as the Beard Bros. He made up for his lack of charisma with his wit and with his edgy no-nonsense persona. But despite that, he was not comparable to the Beard Bros. Deception's famous yelling incident proved that to the world. In his video, Am I a Failed Clone of the Beard Bros?, Deception denies that he shares DNA with the Beard Bros. It is clear from examining his body language, however, that he is being threatened by violence to say the things he is saying in that video. Kentucky Style. Haunted Desktop. Haunted Desktop is in reference to this infamous viral video.
It's moving on its own. It's moving on its own. Oh. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
I don't know if this video is a hoax or if there really was a spirit controlling that computer. Nobody in the gaming community has been able to come to a conclusion on what was causing the desktop to act in that way. Popular theories range from sinister Minecraft entity Herobrine to the elusive Half-Life baby to dangerous Mario enemy Dry Bones.
Level 6. Abyssal Hell. Here it is, the deepest layer. I have no way to prepare you for how this twisted information will warp your view of the gaming landscape, so I'll just get straight into it. Every gamer moment is personalized. That's right, folks. We know all of you. YouTube sends us information on every single person who watches our videos. They actually do this for every YouTuber on the platform, but not a lot of them talk about it because they are embarrassed. So if you've noticed something unsettlingly relatable or an uncanny connection to your own life in this video, that's because we go the extra mile and make cool references to what we know about you. Our relationship with our fans goes beyond parasocial. We are your actual friends. You should try to contact us in any way you can and send us anything you want. Beard Bros Dark Web Skin Graft. An unsettling theory circulating the game sphere states that there is a secret video in the Beard Bros' Dark Web unboxing series in which Beard Bro Jared receives a dark gift from hell. In their now infamous video, trying out air fryers, the Beard Bros ran into a series of technical issues resulting in Beard Bro Jared receiving a severe square-shaped burn on his forehead. Fans patiently waited for the injury to fade, but in an update video 2 weeks later, the Beard Bros explained that Jared's burn resisted treatment. After one of their Patreon subscribers suggested a skin graft, Jared, in a now deleted tweet, made a passionate reply. "Please stop asking me to get a skin graft. I have a specific kind of skin doctors don't know about. No doctor I've visited has seen anything like it. I've been officially labeled a freak of nature. I ask my fans to please not get involved in my medicine. I have always required specific medicines to live, and I am used to this. Now you all will have to get used to it too, and my square-shaped burn." However, only 2 videos later, Jared's burn appeared completely healed. But this wasn't the only bizarre happening viewers noticed, as there was an obvious cut in Dark Web Unboxing number 7, right after Beard Bro Brian opened a box with a return address labeled as Smiling John's House. After the cut, Jared looked noticeably pale as Brian explained that there was nothing in the box. An hour after this video was uploaded, Jared tweeted, "I got a skin graft." Following this incident, a couple Reddit users in r/Beard Brotherhood have been keeping a detailed chart of Jared's behavior. The results show a worrying downward trend, but any screenshots or evidence of this chart is wiped from the sub, and anyone trying to re-upload it is sent a cryptic email. high-pitched scream audible in multiple gaming accounts. That was me. I screamed because of my injury.
That is where the iceberg image ends, so that is where we must end the video. We tried to be as accurate as possible to the original intention of the image, but if you noticed we got something wrong or misinterpreted something, please let us know in the comments. If you haven't already, don't forget to press the like button and press the subscribe button. If you want to support the channel financially, feel free to leave your donations on my doorstep if I am not home, or offer them directly to GM Beaster's God. See you in the next video. Goodbye.